What's up, people? Case West here. We are about to watch episode 3 of Loki. It is Monday, which means I'm 5 days late. I just got back from vacation. Literally just flew in today. Pretty tired as always. I got some coffee. I'm trying to think where we left off. We left off with Loki going through the door with the female Loki, Lady Loki, whatever we're gonna call her. Hopefully I'm sure they're gonna name her. I'm trying to think. I honestly really have no idea what's going on. I don't know if those two are going to become friends, if they're gonna both try to play each other, if this Loki is actually going to betray Mobius, betray her. I got a feeling it's going to be a little bit of both, and everybody's going to win. I don't know. We'll see. There's no point making speculations about it. Let's just get into it. Ooh. That's different.
Or we could eat somewhere else.
Why do you hate this place?
I don't hate it, I fear it. Do you know how many times the health department has closed this place down?
Well, the drinks seem fine.
What in the hell?
Oh, God. Challenge accepted.
That's a stupid, stupid game.
Okay, ask.
How many people are guarding the timekeepers?
Sorry, what?
So why
Oh,
don't you
she
tell me
is.
How many people are guarding the timekeepers?
Oh, there's...
Oh, she is playing her.
Yeah. I'm probably just tired.
Okay.
How do I find the elevators?
They're gold.
Okay. Oh. Wait, so her magic worked, like it did something, but it didn't do anything. We saw a spark. Oh, she's a badass.
Hey!
Uh-oh.
I'll make you disappear.
Easy.
Is that one of your powers?
Where did you send us?
Apocalypse. Lamentis one.
Of all of the apocalypses saved on that temp, this is the worst. No one makes it off here. Watch out!
How could one apocalypse be worse than the other?
All right, well, slow down, variant.
What part of imminent death confuses you? Don't call me variant.
What in the
Sorry, but
hell
not
are we
calling
supposed to
some
call you?
Faded photocopy of me, Loki.
Good, because that's not who I am anymore. I'm Sylvie now.
Sylvie.
Oh, you changed your name.
Where is everyone?
The Ark. The evacuation vessel.
Something like that would have enough juice to repower the tempad.
How do we get there?
Train station's the edge of town. But you'll never get a ticket.
I like her accent. I guess this is somewhere in the south. You think they called it the Ark when they built it? Or did they change it to the Ark when the planet was about to get destroyed?
Look, I can't go backwards on a train.
Well, I never sit with my back to a door.
What? There are doors on both sides.
Typical alpha male. I know guys who won't do that. They
FYI,
won't
that
sit with their
wasn't even a
back
plan.
Oh,
to the
really?
door.
Plans have
Fucking
multiple
idiots.
steps. Dressing as a guard.
Where do you learn to do the, you know, the...
I
Whatever
taught
it is.
myself.
You taught yourself that magic?
Yeah, I did.
What, did you just go into their minds and project some sort of illusion?
Really, it'd be easier if I just
Enchanted me and make you give you the 10 so you can leap out of a moving train. No, thank you.
Well, then don't ask.
Okay.
Champagne?
Ah,
But doesn't he
yes.
do something
Very much.
similar to
No,
Valkyrie
good, thanks.
Oh, I'll take hers.
in Ragnarok?
Cheers. To the end of the world.
He pulls her memory out or makes her see her own memory.
And pity the old woman chose to die, don't you think?
You're a prince. Must have been would-be princesses. Or perhaps another prince.
A bit of both. I suspect the same as you. But nothing ever...
Real. Love is mischief, then.
What? What did you say? Before she joined the TVA,
Yeah, she was just a regular person on Earth.
a regular person.
Loved margaritas.
I was told that everyone who works at the TVA was created by the Timekeepers.
That's ridiculous. They're all variants, just like us.
They don't know that.
It's all right.
Huh. So some of them got out and created their own civilization or society
We do. And you
and
can't.
convinced the others they were their gods.
Because this is gonna suck.
Or something like that. I was just realizing, so Mobius, I'm assuming, doesn't know.
Just go!
That he is or was a human, or maybe that's where his affinity for jet skis comes from. What a weird ending. So that was episode 3 of Loki. Right off the bat, I have to say the ending was kind of weird, kind of weirdly paced. Did not expect it to end right there. Them running around was, I don't know, just kind of had an odd feel to it. But right off the bat, my biggest takeaway, and probably the one thing that stuck with me and was the most impactful or most meaningful, was that the TVA, Sylvie somehow knows that the TVA, the people who worked there were human, or at least that one girl was human, on Earth, I think she said. And I don't know if that means everybody there was originally from Earth, or maybe just other places in the timeline. But it would seem that Mobius and all the people who work there maybe were all variants at some point, or maybe there was a handful of initial variants, and it could be one of those things where the TVA society may be made up partly of old variants and some actual citizens who were born there, because I would assume if that TVA's been around long enough, you're going to have some homegrown people, kind of like, just top of my head, like the Matrix. And Zion and the Matrix had some people who were pulled out of the Matrix, and then had some people who were grown some people who were born in Zion, in the real world. And I wonder if the TVA is something like that, which then would make me think that the Timekeepers, if they do exist, were perhaps the original variants. If there's one of them, if there's 3 of them, whatever. And then they started pulling people out and created their own society and told them, we are your gods, yada yada, which is awesome, because it ties exactly back into what Mobius and Loki were talking about how it's all the same everywhere. Um, that's interesting. That was probably my favorite part of the episode as far as progressing my understanding of the world. I liked Loki and Sylvie. I liked their interactions. Honestly, I would have watched, 35, 40 minutes of them just talking to each other and learning about each other's separate timelines and lives. I don't know how much is each Thor, sorry, I'm out of it mentally. Is each Loki, are there certain parameters that are always true for all of them? Like, is their father always Odin? Is their mother always the same? Which I think in that, I don't know if they said that their mothers were different. They just had different relationships with them. I don't know. I don't know how that works. And I don't know if they'll ever go in, and maybe it's infinite. Maybe there are infinite possibilities as far as, their different lives. Also, I guess Loki's bisexual. That's awesome that they decided to lean into that. I think I had seen rumors of that. Actually, it was probably just this week after people watched the episode. I'm sure I saw a spoiler. And I believe it hinted at Sylvie being bisexual as well. Honestly, I think that plays perfect into Loki's character. And I know that that's great for the representation in Marvel. But I think that plays perfect into Loki. And, they had their short dialogue on love. I don't know. I feel like they could have gone further into that. I don't know. It was kind of weird that it immediately got to love. It's funny because it made me think of, I don't know if you guys have seen, years ago they got two in the real world, they got two AI bots to talk to each other for the first time. And I don't know if they were the same type of AI or if it was one different AI and one AI and one different AI, and they got them to communicate with each other. It just looked like two chatbots. And like within, I want to say something like 2 minutes, they were talking about the idea of God, which I think is, love obviously is probably something that would come up there too. That's a fundamental, it's like one of those things that it's hard to explain, but it's fundamental to human consciousness, it seems. And it's a very powerful emotion. But it would be cool also to see the two gods within 2 minutes of sitting, Loki and Sylvie, the two gods, within 2 minutes of sitting down to each other to start discussing the idea of God, especially knowing what we know about the TVA. But either way, I like that they at least are having an in-depth conversation about something like that. There, I'm not going to say I didn't enjoy the episode because I did, but I was just talking to a friend about this. In all of these Marvel shows, there seems to be one or two episodes that are a little bit, I don't know if you would say rushed or slower episodes. The writing might seem a little, there's some plot devices that moves the plot along that feel a little contrived. And then again, if you're talking about a series that's only 6 episodes, you do have to I've mentioned this before, you do kind of have to move the plot, and you really don't have a lot of time to move it organically. But then also there at the end, when they ran around, fighting the people in the town, waiting to get on the Ark, which is that name for that is so freaking ominous. Was that necessary? If the show was just going to end with the Ark blowing up, why have them run around in circles for 3 or 4 minutes and have these weird fight scenes? Why not just have them show up, and as soon as they take off to start running towards the Ark, it gets hit? There's some writing decisions that, I'm not a fucking writer, but I enjoyed it. I mean, I like the show, obviously. I'm also wondering if Mobius, and maybe something I overlooked, but when Loki and Sylvie took off to the TVA, I assume Mobius has a way to travel as well. Would he have not gone directly back to the TVA. Not necessarily, maybe not even to catch them, because if you don't have any idea where they're going, then you have to go back to the TVA. Unless, well, maybe he got scrambled to other timelines. I'm sure it was all hands on deck. I don't know. There's a lot of questions. And then I'd mentioned in the episode that I think Mobius was going to come through and save them, because all they've got to go on is the apocalypses, and apparently some of those apocalypses were saved in that device already. So I would assume Mobius is going to go through those one by one, trying to get lucky to find them, and maybe that's how they get saved in the next episode. But overall, not my favorite episode, but I still enjoyed it. I really hope, and I know it's Loki versus Loki, so you really can't hope for that, but I want to see them begin to trust each other, actually trust each other. It gets kind of old when you start to see betrayal after betrayal, but then again, that's Loki's thing, right? So I don't know. And it seems like our Loki, I don't know, keep saying it's Loki and Sylvie, so Loki seems like he's a little bit more willing to trust her than she may be. And also he got drunk. I mean, it seems like he's kind of just having a good time. I don't know. Maybe he's starting to see that none of it really matters, and it's kind of weighing on his psyche or affecting his psyche to where he doesn't care as much. I don't know. She seems hell-bent on her mission still. But I don't know. I don't know if that's something that maybe I'm just reading too far into that. But Hiddleston's killing it, like we knew he was going to. He's doing an excellent job. What else? I wonder, and I mentioned this during the episode, I wonder if maybe that's where Mobius's love for jet skis come from. If he had a human not past life, but he was a human before he came to the TVA, maybe that's still stuck. Apparently there are some things that will stick. Sylvie said she tapped into that one girl and she loved margaritas. That was a good start. That was an interesting thing. I didn't know what was going on. Well, at any rate, it's only Monday, so I only have to wait, or it's already Monday. I only have to wait 2 more days for the next one to come out. So I'll be looking for that. As soon as it comes out, I will have it up. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. I appreciate it. We'll see you on the next one.